My testing, my testing. Hello, student. Yeah, thanks for coming for the class, and yeah, finally we have time for this the what Selangor paper. Yeah, so 2 hour paper, and I guess today maybe we can finish about part A. Part B maybe I will mix with the paper 2, some part of the paper 2, then we will begin from there. And yeah, happy new year to all of you also. Yeah, I guess some school may be having the trial exam on January, so your real exam is on March, so it's like just like few months away. So make sure over here you just really start to put efforts to do all the past year paper, module paper, just do as many paper as you can before the SPM start. Alright, so yeah, do not want to waste your time. Let's begin here. Okay, let's start with the question number 1. Okay, let me adjust my tablet first. Alright, let's scroll down. Alright, this is all the formula given, not much change here. Alright, let's start with the question number 1 here. Want to begin with 2022 syllabus. Yeah, it's kind of the same for 2022 syllabus. Also, it's still using SSM. So yeah, not much different. Right, so express P in terms of Q. Okay, so over here, I see P in the GX. So you see carefully, there's a P here in the GX. And there's a Q here for the range. So the question say P in terms of Q. So then I actually know that maybe I need to do something with the range here. So obviously for any fraction, we know that the denominator cannot equal 0, right? Because like I say, any number divided by 0, you'll get math error. So therefore, I know denominator cannot equal 0. So normally I will say 3x minus p cannot equal 0. Then x cannot equals to p over 3. Since x cannot equals to p over 3, here say x cannot equals to q, then definitely q is equals to p over 3. Then p is equals to 3q. Done. Alright, this is the first part. They ask us to express p in terms of q. Then my p actually is equals to 3q here. Alright, then the next step is they ask us to find the g inverse, which is the inverse function for gx. Is not too bad. We can make gx as x and then change everything else to y. So I can say, okay, gx I change gx into the x, and then the rest of it I change it into the y. Then you see what I do is I want to make y as a subject, okay? So I will have 3xy minus px equals to 2y minus 5. So since I want to make y as a subject, so I will just move my minus 2y to this side. Here I have px minus 5. Factorize out my y, 3x minus 2 equals to px minus 5. Then my y is px minus 5 over 3x minus 2. And what is y? Y will be g inverse x. It's basically px minus 2 over 3x minus 2. Px minus 5 over 3x minus 2. So it's quite simple. Yeah, I guess most of you can now know how to do the inverse function. If anyone of you do not know, yeah, you can go check out the video. Alright. And then it's given g power of n minus 1 is equals to this one. And I check this equation, it's exactly same with my g inverse, isn't it? So therefore, since they are the same, then I can say the g n minus 1 x is actually equals to my g inverse x, isn't it? Then I know their power must be the same. So therefore, n minus 1 must equals to negative 1. N must equals to 0. Alright, because here they actually ask us to find the determine the value of n. We're done. And comparing the g inverse above, find the value of k. So the question asks me to find the value of k. X cannot equals to k. Since the denominator is 3x minus 2, then I know 3x minus 2 cannot equals to 0, then x cannot equals to 2 over 3, then k is equals to 2 over 3. Okay, because over there they say x cannot equals to k, right? Here is x cannot equals to 3 over 2, right? 2 over 3, right? So by comparing that, you definitely know that k is equals to 2 over 3. Okay, so let me see anything need my attention for the chat here. Yeah, Kelantan paper, I think I discussed already, even though still a lot of students ask for Kelantan paper. Okay, the last part. What is the condition on P so that G and G inverse are equal? So what we can see is you pay attention at Gx. So this is 2x minus 5, 3x minus P. I write down here. This is my Gx. Is 2x minus 5 over 3x minus P. My G inverse x is px minus 5 over 3x minus 2. Okay, if I want to make both of the expression here equal, what we can do is we just copy them. So if p is equals to 2, you see what happened? My gx become 2x minus 5 over 3x minus 2. My g inverse x will become 2x minus 5 over 3x minus 2. You realize both of them will be equal, isn't it? Then gx will equals to g inverse x. Okay, just 1 mark. Because normally when I do this kind of question, right, what I will do is I will just sub the gx into the g inverse x. I mean, equal them and then I solve it. But since 1 mark, right, I definitely see there should be a faster way of getting the answer. Alright, so this one by comparing, yeah, we know p is equals to 2. 1 mark. Yeah, total of 6 marks for this question number 1. Not too bad, as long as you understand about the acid acetose, then you should be fine. Right, for inequality, this one might be a little bit hard for some students. Okay, so I just want to tell you, when you do the question like this, right, you see there's a 2 inequality. In this case, you have 2 quadratic inequality. What we need to do is we need to find the range for each of the inequality, and then we need to combine them to find the part that overlap to find out the new inequality. So it's kind of a lot of work for this 4 mark, but let's start with the first inequality first. So this is 5 less than 2x squared plus x plus 4. So I move the 5 to the other side, it will be minus 5. So I have 2x squared plus x minus 1. So it will be bigger than 0. And then we'll just factorize it as usual. This is 2x and x. This is 1, 1 for both. This is positive and negative. So based on here, this is bigger than 0. Definitely it will go 2 direction, right? X must less than negative 1. X must bigger than 1 over 2. Right, this one you can use the calculator if you want. If the question asks the value of x, if g is equal to g inverse, is it possible to solve? Depend. Sometimes it's easy to solve, sometimes it's very hard to solve. Then you will just let gx equals to x. Yeah, depend what is your gx equation. Yeah, I just answer the Junyuan questions. Yeah, sometimes we can just equal them and then solve it. But if you can't, so example, g is equals to g inverse, right? If you understand about the function, right? Let's say today I have a function like this, and then I have another function like this. This is my g, and this is my g inverse. But I know that definitely they will intersect at this axis symmetry, right? Y equals to x. So sometimes it's not possible to solve if not possible to solve, then you need to go for other option, which is you can do something like gx will equals to the x. Yeah, you can solve by doing this one. Why? Because over here at the intersection here, yeah, the gx will actually equals to x, or gx will actually equals to y at the intersection point. So you can do that as well, or you want to say gx equals to y, but normally we don't do y lah. We do gx equals to x or g inverse x equals to x also can. Because over this point, they are the same here. Okay, so yeah. Yeah, I think we can do like this, it's not mistaken. Alright, so, but yeah, just now that one is just comparing, so you no need to worry so much. Yeah, you can say it's map into itself. Yeah, no problem. Okay, let's continue this one. We have another inequality. So another inequality is 2x squared plus x. I move the 10 to the other side, minus 10, so I get minus 6 less or equals to 0. Then I factorize as usual. This is 2x and x. And then this one, I should have 3 and 2 here. And then must be plus and minus. Alright, this one less than 0, it must in between. X must between negative 2 and 3 over 2. Okay? So, what we want to do is, after we got this one, right, we need to find, because I have two inequality, right, I need to find the overlap part. Mean they actually intersect at certain part, and that part is the final answer for x here. So normally I prefer, I will ask my student to draw the number line. Let's say this is 0. I have the negative value, which is negative 1 and negative 2, quite common, negative 1, negative 2. And positive value is 1 over 2 and 3 over 2. So it's kind of about here, 1 over 2 and 3 over 2. Alright, so the first inequality tell me that my x must be less than negative 1 and must be bigger than 1 over 2. And then the second inequality tell me that my x must between negative 2 and 3 over 2. Okay, if you see carefully, you should see they actually intersect over here, isn't it? This is their overlap part. And if you see the way I draw the dot or the circle, one will be empty one, another one will be the full dot. So the empty one means doesn't have the equal. Alright, this one means no equal. The full dot actually means they have the equal over there. So for this part over here, the inequality is quite obvious, right? X must be between negative 2 must be less than negative 1. Because this is not the full dot, this is the inside is empty one, so must not have the equal sign. And then for this part over here, so you can see my x is between 1 over 2 and 3 over 2. Okay, so this is my final answer. I just find the part that actually have the intersection. Okay, why is not x is bigger than negative 1? Because this is how the quadratic inequality work, right? Just in case if you're not sure how to do quadratic inequality, you can go to this calculator if you have one, right? You look for inequality, which is enter, and then polynomial is power 2 here, and then you look for exactly the same symbol here, which is number 1 here. So I type 1, then just insert 2, 1, and negative 1. Then the calculator will actually tell you the correct answer here. Yeah, you can just take from here as well. Okay? Solving 2 questions already. Yeah, actually I just came back from jogging. Yeah, so I go to do some exercise. So yeah, I shouldn't do the exercise before the class. I actually feel quite tiring. Okay, so anyways, let's continue. Number 3. Okay, this one is a third question. So third question, normally what we will do is we will comparing the both side. So after we compare the both side, we form 2 equations and then we do simultaneous. Okay, so yeah, so I will just expand as normal. Multiply sub2 into both of them. I get p sub2. And then sub2 multiply q sub2, I will get 2q. And then multiply negative 1 for both of them. Again, negative p minus q sub 2 equals to 5 minus. Sub a is basically 2 sub 2 now, right? So you just change it to 2 sub 2. Alright, so until now, you should be able to see you have both sides of the equation, left hand side and right hand side. And both sides also have the sub 2 in it. So what I want to do is I'm going to group whatever without sub 2 and sub 2 together. So the without sub 2 one is this one. I'm going to put right first, 2q minus p. And then these two terms have the sub 2 within it. I will factorize out the sub 2 here. Become p minus q. Alright, then I will comparing the constant with the constant. Third number is a third number here. Do you see that? So 2q minus p equals to 5. P minus q equals to negative 2. So p is equals to q minus 2. Sub back here. So 2q minus q minus 2 equals to 5. So this is q equals to 3. P equals to 3 minus 2. P equals to 1. Alright, just need to solve like this. You will find the whole equation is very easy. So here I will actually comparing. Actually comparing without sub 2. Do I write short formula? Without sub 2. And then this one I comparing the coefficient of sub 2. Yeah. Can I throw other side and rationalize the... Yeah, you can always do that, no problem. You want to throw to the other side and do rationalize, you can do that as well. But normally this is how I will do, because why? You see carefully this equation, right? First you realize you have one equation. But one equation over here, you have two unknown. You have p and q. If you have the mathematics sense, right? Any two unknown equation, you should need two equations to solve it using simultaneous. So this is the reason why I will come out comparing. So next time, you see something like this, 2 minus 3 square root 2 is equals to a plus b sub 2. You can very fast to say a equals to 2, b equals to negative 3. Because the number beside the sub 2 must be the same. And the constant number must be the same. Okay, so by understanding this one, you can do the third question really fast and easier. Okay, so I hope I do help you understand. And then we still have one more log questions. Let's do it. Alright, it seems a lot of work here. This is log p, pq, plus 3 over log q, pq. Right, I don't like the 2 will be this side. I'm going to throw my 2 to the other side, become 5p minus 2. Right, this is the whole thing I copy from the questions. So what I want to do right now is I was trying to solve it, because same thing, I only have one equation and I have two unknown p, q. So right now, I guess maybe eventually I can eliminate something. I don't know. Let's begin this here. Right, this is base p, this is base q. Okay, my idea is I expand them first. Okay, I'm going to use this rule. Log AB equals to log A plus log B. First rule I will use in this case. Second case, I will change the base. I will use this formula. Log AB equals to 1 over log BA. Okay, change base. So I use these two formula in these log questions. Okay, so the first one first. Expand them. So this is P plus log PQ plus 3 over, this one is log QP plus log QQ equals to 5p minus 2. And form 3, but I can understand your explanation. Alright, cool. Yeah, change to PQ sounds like a good idea as well, right? Yeah, we want to change to a PQ, but will it be faster a little bit? Still the same lah. I think even change to the base PQ, still a lot of work to do, right? Because it's log PQ over log PQ P. Then here you still also need to change as well, right? Or we'll make it 1 over. Change to the both side also. It's fine, it's fine. I just use my method to finish it first. Alright, so log PP is equals to 1. Log QQ is equals to 1. So this is 3 over 1 plus. This is log PQ, this is log QP. So I want to group them together. I will change this one into 1 over log QP. Okay? Plus 3 over log QP plus 1 equals to 5p minus 2. Alright, so here, what I want to do next is I want to group this denominator, and this is over 1. So here I will multiply, I make the same denominator basically, log QP, log QP. So after I multiply log QP for the top and bottom already, then they have the same denominator, then I can throw these denominators to the top, because A divided by B over C is actually equals to AC over B. Based on this logic, I will straight away throw that one beside the 3. So this one I will get 3 log QP over log QP plus 1 plus 3 over log QP plus 1 equals to 5p minus 2. I realize they have the same denominator also, right? Yeah, then I will factorize. I can join them together and factorize out the 3. So this is log QP plus 1 over log QP plus 1 equals to 5p minus 2. And then the same thing I can eliminate. Then 5p equals to 5p equals to 1. Then I'm done. Alright, so yeah, you can try to change to any base you want. Yeah, I can change to the base PQ. No problem. Yeah, eventually you should get the same result, p equals to 1. Or you find any method which is faster one, yeah, go ahead and do it. Yeah, I have no issue with that. So just make sure you understand how to do this kind of log question. Then I'm fine here. Any question want to ask me? Yes, no, yes, no, yes, no. Okay, I see the chat room. Got nothing happen. Yeah, because it's delayed like 20 seconds. So when after I say finish yes, no already, then I kind of need to like wait for 20 seconds, see anything happen in the chat over there or not. Because after I say already, you will hear my voice after 20 seconds. Will you be planning to solve past IGCSE extended math anytime soon? Maybe before the May-June exam, I might discuss the extended paper for IGCSE. Shouldn't P equals to 1 is not possible. Let me see, is it possible or not? Why is not possible P equals to 1? Yeah, we can have base 1 also, right? Base 1 will not get math error. Alright, let's try base 1, 5. Base cannot be 1, man. Base 1 also math error. So yeah, because oh my god. Okay, log AB, A and B must be bigger than 1. Really? Log 5, 1. No, not necessary. Must be bigger than 0 ma. So let me think why the base cannot equals to 1 already. I suddenly stuck. My brain cannot function. Why base equals to 1? I'm giving math error. Let's say I solve this one. Change to the base. Base 10. Log 2 over log 1. 1 can change to... because cannot divide by 0. Yeah, because this is log 2. This is 10 power of 0, right? So the whole thing was 0. Then cannot equals to 0. But because the base is... Interesting. Yeah, maybe the person who designed these questions not aware of this one. But yeah, it's a very good questions because yeah, base shouldn't be 1. Your base is 1. If you change base, you will get a math error. So yeah, so I would say I would say this answer got some problem. But I guess this is the answer, isn't it? Anyone have the marking scheme? Help me to check. Even though it doesn't make sense, but this is the only answer you can get here. I guess. But if this is the base one, let me see. Yeah, because I chain base, right? Chain base is always. But if this is log 1, 5, can I make it become 1 over log 5, 1? This is also 5 power. Or still divide by 0. Yeah, cannot. No matter how you change, also math error. So what do you think of this paper overall? Yeah, I would say this paper, I don't know, got one question in paper 2 got a tuition teacher come to ask me about the frying the drawn one. That one, the last part, I guess is the part D is super hard. I don't know how to solve this. The question is something like the drawn actually will have some problem and then will go to one side, like off control from satellite, something like that. Yeah, that one is very hard. I'm not sure until the next week we discuss paper 2 I can solve or not. But let's see. But overall paper 1 I think is okay. Just some question might be hard. Yeah, so anyways, yeah, just continue lah. Even though p equals to 1 it doesn't make sense because p equals to 1 will make the equation become math error. So yeah, so next time whoever design the exam paper must be alert for that. Alright, this one, is this a system equation? I will say no, because system equation so far in SPM as I know, all the x, y, z must be power 1. So here we will see exact power 2, so I will say no, because z is power of 2. Alright, then for the part B, solve the following system equation and explain your result. Okay, let's solve it. This one will throw a 7z to the other side. I will get y equals to -2 plus 7z. Okay, my first equation. Alright, I want to eliminate both of them. I make them have the same x value. So this equation I'm going to multiply 2 for this equation to get 2x, okay? So the whole equation I will multiply 2. So I will get something like 2x minus 2y plus 10z equals to 4. Alright, I call this one my second equation. And then this one I will copy down. -2x plus 2y minus 10z equals to 6. Third equation, I will say the second equation plus the third equation. Okay, I'm going to plus them, so then I eliminate the 2x. So I eliminate this one. I eliminate this one. Oh my god. I literally eliminate everyone. So okay, never mind. 0 is equals to 10. Okay, so since the 0 is not equals to 10, so I will say since 0 is not equals to 10, then it has no solution. Because 0 equals to 10 is doesn't make sense, right? 10 must equals to 10 and 0 must equals to 0. If you get 0 equals to 10, it should have no solution. Yeah, if you're using the calculator, you can do that also. You just go to the equation, go to simultaneous, unknown put 3, x is 0, y is 1, z is -7, and answer is -2. This one x is 1, y is -1, z is 5, and this is 2, and this is -2, 2, -10, 6. Then you can see the calculator will tell you no solution also. So yeah, this kind of question have no solution. Whenever you do 0 is equals to something else, yeah, you can just say no solution. Even though the calculator also tells you no solution, basically is no way to solve it. Yeah, this is a bit tricky because I seldom see no solution question, but my student told me actually came out a lot. So yeah, you might expect this year SPM has some no solution. So yeah, be careful when you do that. Next questions. Alright, so let's come back here. Okay, this is the one I actually find a bit hard for the part A. Because they actually ask you to do what? They ask you to derive the formula. Derive the formula normally is what the mathematicians do. Basically, they come up with concept. Okay, A plus AR squared plus AR cubed. If I want to add all of them, I want to come up with some formula for it. Then I will try to derive a formula for it. Yeah, so but right now, you are not mathematicians, you are just student, you also need to do that. Yeah, so normally like student will give you a formula, but right now they ask you to write out the formula. You should know how the formula come from. So yeah, so let's do it. Alright, so ta 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 ta. Okay, so since this is the first term, this is the second term, this is the third term, and so on. So what we understand is Sn basically is from first term plus until the nth term. So this is the whole logics of it. So over here I can say Sn basically is A plus AR square plus until the last term lah, ARn minus 2 plus ARn minus 1. But here actually you should have one more term is plus AR power of n, but I guess this is why they give you in purposely want to do like that. Sum of the first n term is Sn. So until there, okay, so we just follow whatever question give us. We don't want to simply change it. Okay, so oops, it doesn't move anymore. Okay, please move. Okay. Okay, so what I want to do here is I need to form one more equation, and then after that I will want to eliminate that equation. So this is what I will do is I guess I will just multiply R for the whole Sn equation here. Then I will get something like AR. You can see this one multiply R, I get AR, right? This one multiply R, I will get AR square, right? And this one multiply R, I will get AR cubed, and so on. So this one, if I multiply R, I will get n minus 1. Then this one I multiply R, I will get AR power of n. Because multiply R, ARn minus 1. Multiply R is basically ARn minus 1 plus 1, isn't it? Because this is power 1. So eliminate, you get AR power of n. Okay, you should get the idea. So this is the first equation. This is the second equation. If I use the first equation minus my second equation, this is what happened. This one minus this one, I get Sn minus Rsn equals to. So this one minus them basically means eliminate all the same term, right? This one I eliminate. So all the in between here, I will eliminate until here. I still have this one. It's over here. So, and then here I will still have A minus this thing. A minus AR power of n. Alright, then I will factorize out the Sn. I get 1 minus R. This one I will factorize out the A. I get 1 minus Rn. So Sn is equals to A 1 minus Rn over 1 minus R. Dun dun. This is the Sn formula. Okay, so definitely we have another formula which is R power of n minus 1 over R minus 1. Yeah, you can do that as well. But yeah, I guess this is how you get this one. Yeah, this one normally you check the reference book, they will actually show you this one. Some reference book do. Yeah, so you can just copy from there as well. Anyways, yeah, this one is just the range tell you R must between -1 and +1. Nothing special here, so you can just ignore it. Look like magic when Sir do. Lol. Alright, so okay, after we did the formula already, then we say seterusnya mean hence, but basically hence mean need to use the Sn formula you got just now. Okay, so find the value of n for which sum of the first 2n, that means S2n, is equals to 127 over 128 time of the sum of the first n term equals to Sn. When R equals to negative 1 over 2. Alright, a lot of words to do. I guess maybe you need to form an equation, and then after that you need to solve the quadratic as well, I guess. But let's do it. Okay, when S2n, right, nothing special. Just the whole Sn formula, whenever you see the n, you need to sub the 2n into it. Okay, so if we want to the other way, like, yeah, you can use the second equation minus the first equation, then you will get another Sn formula. I think it should be fine. Okay, so okay, but I prefer this one. Why? Why I will prefer this one is because at the part B, you can see the R is less than 1. Do you see that? Remember, we have two formula here. This is Rn minus 1 over R minus 1. We will use this formula, we'll use this one when R is bigger than 1. Use this formula when R is less than 1. But because at the part B over there, the R is negative 1 over 2. This is the reason why I will not want to take the second equation minus the first equation. Because later, I need to use back the same formula to solve the following. Then you will get very weird answer. Okay, so I hope you get the idea. Okay, so okay, let's do it. Let's do S2n. This is A1 minus R is negative 1 over 2 power of 2n over 1 minus or 1 plus 1 over 2 because R is negative 1 over 2. Alright, so I try to simplify this one as much as I can. The bottom is 3 over 2. So 3 over 2 basically means 2 over 3. Okay, so 2a 1 minus, okay, negative half. Okay, do not multiply the negative into it. Yeah, a lot of students will just, oh, minus will become plus. Yeah, don't do that. Okay, if you do that, you're not going to be happy after that. Alright, then we need to do the for Sn as well. Alright, the Sn is basically the same thing. A1 minus, oh my god, not enough space. 1 minus negative 1 over 2 power of n over 1 plus 1 over 2. So my Sn is equals to 3 over 2, right? So it's 2a 1 minus negative 1 over 2 power of n over 3. Okay, so just understand the what, so the so-called the 3 over 2 is because the denominator you got 3 over 2. Okay, so far I hope at least you haven't lost yet, because I'm going to group them together, become this. Okay, so therefore 2a bracket 1 minus negative 1 over 2 2n over 3 equals to 127 over 128 multiply Sn, which is 2a 1 minus negative half n over 3. Alright, so let's do it. Okay, multiply 3 for both sides, divide 2a for both sides. Okay, crossover multiply. The 128 going to multiply the first term and second term. So I got 128 minus 128 negative half power of 2n equals to 127 multiply in 127 minus 127 negative half power of n. Okay, here, because this is the quadratic. Yeah, even though you might see this is quadratic, but this is a quadratic. So if you can see this one is actually is power 2 of this version, then congrats, you know this is quadratic. If you can't see, I will just say let negative half n equals to x. Example. Okay, is equals to x. Then I will have something like this. This is 128 minus 128. This one will be x squared. Okay, because negative 1 over 2 power of 2n, I can say this is negative 1 over 2, and I put inside, the power 2 is outside. Then the whole thing is x, right? Then this is x squared Yeah, I hope you can see it. If you cannot see it, then it might be hard for you. Alright, so 127 minus 127x. Alright, then I will just solve this quadratic. This is 128x squared minus 127x. This one and this one is simplified, minus 1 equals to 0. Then I'll factorize it. 128x, this is x, this is 1, this is 1. And this one must be minus and plus. Alright. So x is equals to negative 1 over 128. This x equals to 1. And what is my x? X is power negative half power of n, right? So this one, I can say this is negative half power of 7, isn't it? Because you will get 128. Then n equals to 7. This one, negative half power of n equals to 1. So, yeah, this one, because negative 1 power of n equals to 1, is it possible to solve this one? Let me think. Yeah, the n should be inside, right? Let me see. N is outside of the bracket. Is it? Yeah, n should be outside. N should be outside. Then what we want to do is even we add log for both sides also we cannot solve, because if log negative 1 over 2 power of n and log any negative value we get math error, right? So yeah, it's fine. This one we will just reject it. So we only have one answer, which is n equals to 7. Yeah, so a lot of works to do. First is you have to understand about this equation. So after you understand this equation, you need to sub the r equals to negative 1 over 2 into that. After you sub already, if you sub carefully lah, you don't make any mistake like minus minus become plus, then you should get a nice quadratic equation. Then you need to solve the quadratic equation using some indices and log. Then you will get a perfect answer. But I would say this is a bit hard, even though I do quite a lot of indices, right? I would say this one is a bit tricky, because I tend to actually solve the negative half power n or 2n like straight away like that. But yeah, this paper is a little bit hard. A challenging paper is a challenging paper, especially like question like this. First they ask you to derive a formula. After derive a formula, they give you a crazy equation. But luckily not all the question is that crazy, so should be fine. So can you discuss MRSM trial for the next section? Yeah, because for Selangor I have 2 papers. I need to done about 2 papers already, then only I will discuss the following. Yeah, lots of students request about MRSM, and some request about Negeri Sembilan. They say very hard. But like I say, I would literally take about 3 weeks to finish one paper 1 and 2. So therefore I calculate until March, I only can discuss about 3 more papers. So there's definitely not enough time for me to discuss all the papers student want. So some paper I will discuss with a masterclass, the masterclass. If any one of you want to join, yeah, you can just pay 40 ringgit per month to join my masterclass to have more discussion, because I can't finish all the paper on time. I got 27 in the trial exam. Okay, that's bad. Alright, let's continue. If not, we can't finish. Number 6, linear law. Sadia joy because I saw this video on my subscription feed. This paper looked very difficult. Yeah, so ex-student also says it's very difficult. I swear, if this type of question come up for SPM next year. Alright, so I like your gaming chair. Alright, thanks. Okay, let's have a look at this one. Okay, linear law. They give us one equation. Y is equals to P multiply Q power of X, such that P and Q are constant. So sketch the straight line graph of log 3y against X. Hence mark and state the coordinates of the corresponding point A and B. Alright, so this one, you need to understand this is not the straight line. Basically mean this is a curve. It's normal because it's PQ power of X. So right now we want to make them into a straight line. Okay, this question is kind enough to tell you your x-axis and y-axis because sometimes the question will not tell you. They already tell you is log 3y against x. So it's very kind. They tell you this is log 3y against x. So therefore your coordinate will change a little bit. Your x remain the same because your x-axis doesn't change. But the y-axis will change according to the log 3y. So therefore, I want to get my coordinate b. This one will be log 39. Of course, you can type in a calculator and it will tell you the answer is 2. Okay, this one will equals to 2. Same idea, the 27, I also need to log 3 it. So log 3 27, I will get 3. So right now, my b coordinate will become 1, 2. And my a coordinate will become 3, 3. So I need to plot both of these. But after I plot these two coordinates into my graph, it becomes a linear. This is the purpose of doing the linear law. We want to make the curved line become a straight line, become a linear. Okay? So I'm going to randomly plot the B and A here. It doesn't matter, just to have some idea. Okay, this is my A, this is my B. So this is 3, 3, and this is B, 1, 2. Okay, like this you get 2 marks. First, you understand the changing of the coordinate after the linear law happened. Second, you understand it is a straight line. Right. Then for part B, they ask us to find the value of P and Q. Then this one we need to touch the original equation. We have the y equals to PQ power of x. So the linear law already tells us we want to change this one into the y equals to mx plus c. Alright, so the first question we need to ask ourselves, what is our first step here? What's the first step we need to do? So if you see carefully on the equation itself, you should know the first step is you need to add the log 3, isn't it? Obviously, you see a log 3, very big log 3 here. Don't tell me you couldn't see it. It's a log 3 over there. So we need to add the log 3 for both sides. Okay, then log rule tell me that multiply, I expand, I will get plus. Oops. Log 3 q power of x. Okay, log rule also tell me whatever power I have, I can bring to the front, become multiply. So this one become log 3q multiply x plus this one I bring here, log 3p. Do you see this is my linear equation? Y equals to mx plus c. Okay, this is the whole purpose of doing this one. So after I done this one already, I understand the log 3q is my gradient. So if I know log 3q is my gradient, is it hard to get a gradient here? No, right? All of you are very good in gradient for straight line. So the log 3q is a gradient. So it's y minus y over x minus x. So therefore it is 1 over 2. So log 3q equals to 1 over 2. Q is 3 power 1 over 2. So it's square root 3. Done. This is the Q answer is square root 3. So after I got the Q ready, I can sub back to any equation I want. I can sub back to the original equation, no problem. Y equals to P square root 3 power x. Alright, if I sub into here, I can use any of the coordinate to find the P. So let's say I use 1, 9 here. Okay, remember you sub back the original equation, use back the coordinate at the original one. Don't use at the linear one. Okay, so this one is 9. This one is P square root 3, 1. Alright, then P is equals to 9 over square root 3. Then this one you can use the calculator rationalize lah. So you will get 9 sub 3 over 3, so which is 3 sub 3 for P. Okay, then we're done. Okay, so basically the graph is freehand drawing, right? Or is it skill? It's a freehand because the question asks you to sketch. Unless the question asks you to draw the graph, then you need a graph paper and all that. Sketch, basically you just freehand is fine. Don't need to plot y-intercept, and in this case no need. Because even you plot already also, it doesn't help you to find the intercept. Yeah, you want to plot, you just continue. But here, they just want to show you understand about the changing of the y coordinate, and then you understand it's a straight line. This is how they give you 2 marks. But normally, if using the graph paper to draw one, I always ask my student, make sure you touch the vertical axis or the so-called y-axis. Yeah, so for question A, don't need to plot the y-intercept. 2 marks only, unless more than 2 marks. And then normally, the y-intercept, they will say in the questions. Okay? Any question you want to ask here? I hope all of you can understand this linear law 5-mark question. It's not too bad. Alright, if there's no questions, let's move on. Okay, next one. Coordinate geometry. Okay, so this diagram 2 show a trapezium. Alright, they tell me this trapezium is a good news. Why? Trapezium we know must have 2 lines which are parallel, then only you can call it trapezium. So therefore, I will assume this line and this line must be parallel. And then BC is the height of the trapezium. Okay, when we call height, height means 90-degree height. Okay, unless it's something like slang height, then it's a different case. So this one, they say BC is height of the trapezium. It's trying to tell you there's a 90-degree there. Okay, there's 90 degrees here. So what I'm drinking? I'm drinking some herbal tea I bought from Shopee. Okay, so yeah, this is all the information I have, and ask me to find the K. Alright, so let's do the gradient thingy to find the K. So parallel means they have the same gradient, right? I can say gradient of AB will same with the gradient of C or D. Okay, it's the same thing. So okay, y minus y over x minus x equals to, alright, this one is y minus y over x minus x. Alright, just do like this, then you can get the k here, I guess. Okay, so this is k minus 2 equals to 3. K equals to 5. Alright, done. 2 mark, not too bad if you understand about the parallel here. Alright, so and then they ask us to find the coordinate of C. So in order to find the coordinate of C, I'm going to use a perpendicular thingy. But I will just erase this one. I just put the 5, 0 here to give myself because I need to erase this one. Alright, so oh my god, just now I forget to find the gradient. Okay, let's find the gradient of AB or CD. It doesn't matter. So this is what? 4 minus 3 over 7 minus 4. So which is 1 over 3. Alright, the gradient is 1 over 3. So this gradient bottom also is 1 over 3. Okay, then I want to find the equation of C. Okay, since I have the gradient, I have a coordinate, I can easily find y minus y1 equals to m x minus x1. Alright, so okay, so y will equals to 1 over 3x minus 5 over 3. After I got this equation, I need to find the equation of BC. Since they are perpendicular tells us what? When they are 90 degrees to each other, we have a formula for it, isn't it? The m1, m2 equals to -1. Can use midpoint formula, right? I don't think midpoint is a good idea for trapezium. But trapezium, I have no idea about the midpoint, so I'm not going to use the midpoint. And the question doesn't say D is the midpoint of EC also. So no, I will not say midpoint is a good idea for this case. Okay, so someone that give you 4 marks, just use the midpoint. You see the mark also, you know it doesn't make sense, right? It's midpoint so easy, they will not give so many marks. Alright, so okay, I want to find a gradient for BC first. I know will become -1 over gradient of the AB. So which is -1 over 1 over 3. So which is -3. Okay, so now I have the gradient of BC. I can form the equation of BC. I want to form the equation of BC. Y minus y1, which is 4, equals to negative 3, x minus 7. Okay, use back the coordinate B to form the equation of BC. This is negative 3x plus 21 plus 4. Plus 21 plus 4, I will get plus 25, isn't it? Okay, plus 25. Okay, after I got both of the equation BC and EC, you realize both of them also have the letter C, right? Means what? Means if I sub BC into CE, I'm getting coordinate C. Okay? Yeah, for parallelogram, you can use the midpoint. Rhombus also you can use the midpoint, but not trapezium. Okay, so 1 over 3x minus 5 over 3 equals to negative 3x plus 25. Let's solve it. This one move to the other side, plus 3, I will get 10 over 3x. Solve it. This one move to the other side. 25 plus 5 over 3. This is 10 over 3x. 25 will give you 75. 80 over 3. Cancel, cancel. X equals to 8. After I got x equals to x, I will just find my y. Negative 3. Negative 3, 8 plus 25. Y equals to 1. According to my calculation is 8, 1. Then normally after I got the coordinate C, I want to see if it makes sense or not at the diagram. So I will just flip back to see is this diagram make sense? To tell you this is 8, 1. Yeah, it's kind of makes sense. Then I pretty confirm my answer is correct here. Can't use the divisor of the line segment also since no ratio. Yes, the student is right. Okay, after we done this, oh, done already. Okay, just like that. So over here for this trapezium, right? Repeat again. First thing is whenever they call trapezium, they must have two lines which are parallel. Then only can call trapezium. And then if whenever the question say height, the height is referred to the 90-degree height, then you can be very confident to know that line itself is a 90-degree. Okay, so yeah. And then it doesn't tell you midpoint, it doesn't tell you ratio and all this. We cannot simply assume it looked like a midpoint and I use a midpoint formula. No, no such thing. Alright, so move on to the next one. I feel exhausted. Oh my god. I feel old now. Okay. Okay, so let's see how many questions I want to play again. I will finish all the section A lah. Oh my god, still have so many, seriously? Oh my god. Okay. I hope I can go until question 12. Unless I like extremely sleepy, then I'm sorry. Then we will stop anytime. Alright, vector. Okay. Wow, we have about 200 students today. Is it because of January? All the students start to feel like MF is important now? Or just because of finish all the holiday? Okay, okay, we have some parallelogram here. And then we have the P is the midpoint of AB. Alright, so they say theorem midpoint. I draw this sign for midpoint. And OP is 2. No, I mean QP is... Okay, QP is 2. OP is 5. So this is ratio 2 and ratio 3. Okay, then what other information I have? I have OA. Okay, you see, this is what I would do. Even though they give me something like 3i plus 4j, but I really don't like to write 3i plus 4j. Okay, this is in the Cartesian plan. So what I want to do is I will always change them into a column vector. Because I find column vector just draw a bracket, no need to write I and j. It's very convenient and fast. So I will just write 3, 4 like this, okay? Then OC is just write 6 and 1. Okay, so I can make my whole vector question look more simple. Alright, so they asked us to find OP. Alright, so I have OA, alright, then I have OC. Alright, then because this is parallelogram, right, both are parallel, then I have the OC. I have the OC, then OC will same with the OB, right? Since the OC is same with the OB, then I can say AP will be half of the OC, isn't it? So will be 3 and 0.5. Okay, just insert the OC. Never mind, step by step. I straight away write the answer. Some student ask, sir, how do you get 0.5? Okay, now you know how I get 0.5. Okay, this is AP. So I want to find the OP. I will say is OA plus AP. So which is 3, 4 plus AP is 3, 0.5. Then this one will be 6 and 4.5. Okay, not too bad for this 1 mark questions. Why I look midpoint doesn't look like midpoint. It doesn't matter. Whenever the question says so, even though it looks super weird, I also assume the question is correct. This is the principle when you do the exam paper. Always assume the question is correct until some teachers say, oh, there's got some mistake there, then only you change. Because when the teacher design the question, they already designed the marking scheme. So if the teacher make mistake, same idea, the marking scheme also got mistake one. So if you follow that one, you got correct one. Okay, or eventually the teacher find out the mistake, they give you bonus mark. We just don't simply put our opinion in the question itself. Just simply change the thing. But sometimes I will do that lah. But as a student, just follow the questions. All right. AQ. Okay, I want to find the AQ. All right, 3 mark. Oh my god. Why this 3 mark look like a bit crazy? Because I have limited information for that. Wow. Let me see. Is there anything I can do here? Yeah, I guess there's some similar triangle thingy maybe. Of course I can use the lambda thingy. I don't want to do similar triangle. Should I use similar triangle here? So give me a while. Yeah, I think we can solve, right? It's not that hard, isn't it? Yeah, it's not that hard. I don't know, maybe too tired, my brain cannot function. Yeah, it's actually quite simple. I want to find PQ. I want to find PQ first. PQ will be 2/5 of PO, isn't it? Okay, so it's 2/5 of PO is OP opposite, right? -6, -4.5. Alright, then I can get my PQ here. 2/5 multiply -6. So this is put a decimal lah, -2.4. Then 2/5 multiply -4.5. This is -1.8. This is PQ. So after I got the PQ, I can find AQ ED, right? AQ is actually equals to AP plus PQ. Okay, AP is just over here, 3, 0.5. PQ is just -2.5, -1.8. So I will solve this one. So this is 0.6 and 0.5 minus 1.8. -1.3. Alright, this is how I get AQ. I thought need to do the mu and lambda just now. So yeah. AQ plus 3/5 OP. 3/5 of OP. Yeah, you can do that as well. You can do AQ plus 3 over 5. Yeah, there's two paths you can go now, right? You want to do AQ. Okay, the first path you can choose is AP plus PQ. Or you can do something like AO plus OQ. Yeah, both paths are correct also. You definitely get the same result as mine. If you don't get the same result, something wrong. So after we found the OP in the column vector, do we need to change back to I and J since the question asked for it? Does the question ask for it? Yeah, if the question asks for it, please change. Yes, yes. Thanks the student who to remind me for Junyan. Since the question want in terms of I and J, then just do it. Just do it. Alright, so this one is basically 6i plus 4.5j. Alright, then this one is basically 0.6i minus 1.3j. Yeah, see the question want in terms of I and J, we'll just change it. Yeah, I see a lot of students are really smart. Thanks for the tips. Alright, circular measure. I used to say the circular measure is one of the easier topic. But the recent year, I don't know, I see so many K-bar questions happen in this topic. So right now, I don't really dare to like keep on tell my student, circular measure is damn easy. Not really. So yeah, but if they doesn't come out K-bar for circular measure, it's a border smart question. I always ask my student focus on circular measure. If there's no K-bar lah, they won't ask you to find the area for specific logo or something like that. Then it should be quite easy. Marking scheme is damn picky one, trust me from my experience. Yeah, so we just follow to what the question says. Alright, so in this case, they actually tell us the diameter is 12 centimeter and radius is 10. But this radius is for this sector. So this sector radius is 10. Obviously, I know the length here is 10. And then this length here will be 6 here. Alright, so you can read the question yourself. I'm lazy to read, so I'm not going to read here. I'm going to draw another 6 here. Alright, then this question asks me to find the BAC. BAC, they ask us to find this angle. I can do the same thing at the bottom also. This is 10. Here will be 10 here. And both of these are 6 and 6. I'm going to find this angle. Then I can just use a solution of triangle. And I check the marking scheme. The marking scheme actually find double of this angle. I'm not sure why. So I will not follow the marking scheme answer. You might find my answer is different. It's common because yeah, this is how I will do. So if I want to find this so-called theta in my diagram, I will just say cos, or I can write the angle cos BAC is equals to since the opposite length is 6, right? Then I will plus 6 square and 10 square. 6 square plus 10 square minus 6 square over 2, 6, 10. Alright, some students start to feel a bit burning already. Basically, the formula is like this. B square plus C square minus A square over 2BC. Alright, this is the cosine rule to find the angle A. Okay, so I just follow this rule. So angle BAC, I will change it to the radian. I'm not sure why. The marking scheme always want to use the degree to do, then only change the degree back in the radian. I don't understand. Nowadays calculator can do the radian easily. So I'll just do shift cos. Put a fraction. 6 square plus 10 square minus 6 square over 2 times 6 times 10. Enter. So the angle is 0.5857. Yeah, I understand if you time 2, you will get the answer in the marking scheme. If you time 2, you will get the marking scheme answer, which is this one. But like I say, the triangle itself shouldn't time 2, isn't it? Because I only want to find BAC. Unless today I want to find CAD, then I will multiply 2. Okay? Yeah, or you can use what? 2r sine theta? I don't know, there's few other math formula you can use, but anyways, I got the answer. This is 2 mark. And it asks us to find an area of shaded region. So if I want to get an area of shaded region, what I want to do here is, okay, definitely now I will time 2. I will time 2 to get my whole angle here. The whole angle here is 1.1714. Okay, so and then I will need to draw out something like this. So you should be able to see there's a big sector here. So for this sector, because based on the double angle formula, I can easily know the angle in between here because it is a double angle. So this angle itself, it will be this angle times 2 because it's a double angle, right? This is 2.3427. Alright, so what I want to do right now is I will just solve this sector. I will find the area for this sector, yellow color one, and then I will minus the 2 triangle. And then from here, I will minus this triangle. And then minus another triangle here. Then I will left this so-called the yellow color region. After I left the yellow color region, I will use the second vector to minus yellow color, then I get the real shaded region I want. I hope you get the idea. Okay, so if you get the idea, let's find about that sector. Okay, so yeah, we find this sector, the white color one. We find the sector, area of sector ADC. Okay, so it will be half r squared theta, my r is 10, square theta is 1.1714. Alright, so this is 1 over 2 times 100 times 1.1714. Alright, this area is 58.57 centimeter square. Alright, then I need to minus these two triangles. I need to minus this triangle to get that area. So I will say 58.57 minus double of the triangle. Use the triangle formula, half AB sine C. So this one is basically is 10, this is 6. So it will be 10 times 6. The angle between will be 0.5857. Alright, so I minus both of the triangle. Then after that, I will get the yellow color one. Okay, my objective to minus 2 triangle because I want to get this area here. Okay, I hope you understand. So let's do it. Minus, this one I will cancel out. No need to type 60 times sine 0.5857. So I will get 25.4. Okay, 24. This is the yellow region. Then what I want to do next is I want to find this sector, the whole sector here. Okay, so I want to find this sector here. Oops, I want to find this sector here by doing the sector minus the yellow color one, isn't it? So here I can straight away do like area of shaded region equals to area of sector half r squared. The r is 6, right? 6 squared. Theta is 2.3427 minus the 25.4 times 6 squared times 2.3427 minus 25.4. Alright, so the final answer is 3 decimal, should be 9. Alright, this is how you get an area of shaded region. There's a lot of work you need to do here. Isn't it better to just do the half 6 square? Yeah, if you do the half 6 square times the 2.3427, you can do that. But then you still need to find out the yellow color region because that region is not the area of segment. So this is the reason why we can't do that. Is it because calculator in radian settings? So sine theta in radian, why not degree? Yeah, because if you change the calculator in the radian setting, you can type all the sine, cos, tangent in radian. If you change the calculator back into your degree, then you can only do sine, cos, tangent in degree. but maybe a loss of school teacher that has been teaching for 30 years. Because in my time, we kind of need to change the radian manually because we are using the Buku Sifel. So at that time, the Buku Sifel, the sine cos tangent only have the page in degree only. So after we got the answer already, we need to like multiply pi over 180 to change to radian or something like that. So, but right now the calculator already can do this. But a lot of my students told me their school teachers say must use degree for sine cos tangent, then only you change to radian, something like that lah. Which is not true because the calculator already be so advanced, already passed by 30 years already. So yeah, we can do sine cos tangent in radian, no worry. Okay, so yep, another 5-mark questions here. I hope you are fine. Why not find the area of circle? Then minus the sector and the segment. Yeah, you can do that also. You can take the circle minus sector minus both of these segments. Yeah, go ahead and do that. The working is almost the same. Yeah. But you can do that. No worry. Okay, so any more questions? If no, we're going to move on to the next one. Differentiation. Let me drink some tea. Okay. Given the gradient of the tangent to the curve is -3 when x equals to -1. Yeah, if you follow my videos, right, you already know the gradient of tangent basically mean after you sub x value into the dy dx. So that tells us dy dx will equals to -3 when x is -1. Okay, so yeah, so because of this one, so what we will do is, yeah, we do dy dx for this equation. So I do not want to use the product rule here, so I will just expand the x squared into both of them. So become 3x squared plus px cubed. Or else, if the x squared is outside the bracket, I need to do product rule, u and v. So yeah, I will try to avoid it no matter what. So since the dy dx will equals to -3 when I sub the -1 into x, then I will get something like, differentiate this one will give me 6x. Differentiate this one will give me 3px squared equals to -3. 6 I sub the -1 here. 3p I sub the -1 here. So in -6 plus 3p equals to -3. 3p equals to 3, p equals to 1. Alright, it's not too bad, this 2-mark question. If you understand what is the meaning of gradient of tangent, it should be quite easy for you. Then we have some small change. We have a volume here, which is 8 pi r squared plus 2 over 3 pi r cubed. Okay, find the approximate change in v. So we know this is small change. When the, in terms of pi, if the r increase from 3 to 3.005. So at first I know the change of r is basically use the 3.005 minus 3, which is 0.005. Alright, after I know the changing already, I want to find the change of v. So I know the formula is dv dr multiply change of r. Okay, so change of v, dv dr, I will just differentiate this one. So I should get 16 pi r plus 2 pi r squared multiply 0.005. And what is my r value? My r value will be always equals to the O value of r, which is 3 in this case. So this is sub the 3 into here, 16 pi times 3 plus 2 pi times 9, and the whole thing times 0.005. So since the question one in terms of pi, then I will just say 48 pi plus 18 pi then times 0.005, so equals to 0.33 pi. Alright, this is how we solve this kind of question. It's not too bad, the small change. Yeah, the differentiation is like surprisingly easier than I thought, because some questions are really hard, but this one is, yeah. Update sir, please. Why the p value is negative 1.5? Really? Did I make any carrot mistake here? 3p squared plus px cubed. Oh, there's a square here, isn't it? No. No, there's no square. Move here 6x. Move here 3px squared. Is x the negative 1? Equals to negative 3. Alright, negative 1 sub into here, negative 1 sub into here. Negative 6 plus 3p equals to negative 3. 3p equals positive 3. P equals to 1. Yeah. Any problem for p value is not 1? Oh my god. Yeah, I guess the p value is 1, it's not 1.5. So can I ask whether there's a difference between 570EX and 991EX? Yeah, there's no difference. It's just one solar and battery, another one is just battery. But whenever possible, if you can afford, always go for 991EX. Like I always tell my students, the solar one is a lot better. Yeah, so, but it will be just 30 ringgit or 20 ringgit more expensive lah. Depend Casio got do sales or not. Okay, so integration. So basically 570EX is considered OP. And 991EX, I'm not sure. Yeah, so whenever possible, get a 991EX. Yeah, I have few unit for 570EX and 2 unit about 991. So yeah, I always use 991 because I don't need to worry about battery. The solar one can easily last for 5 to 6 years for battery. So I don't need to worry. What if I go into the exam hall, my calculator have no battery? How should I solve this and that? I don't want problem in my life. I panic, then I forget everything. Alright, please don't panic. And yeah, do slowly. Alright, so okay, we have some equation. All is given and they intersect at the point P. Alright, they ask us to find the shaded region Z. So alright, not too bad. I want to find the shaded region Z just in case some student cannot see. I will just highlight for you. They ask you to find the yellow color one. So K will be the blue color one. So what I will do is, in order to get a yellow color one, I can integrate toward the y-axis if I want to. But if I integrate toward the y-axis, I might need to solve about some square root thingy, so which is I don't like. So in this case, I don't want to toward the y-axis. What I will do here is I will just I will just find the area of trapezium, and then I minus the k. Then I will get the z, isn't it? You should get the idea, right? So in order to get trapezium, let me find out what is the p coordinate first. So in order to find p, you'll sub this equation into each other. So 2x squared plus 1 equals to this y equals to 4 minus x, right? 4 minus x. So 2x squared plus x minus 3 equals to 0. I'll factorize it. This is 2x and x, and this one should be 3 and 1. Alright, so this one should be plus and minus. Okay, so x equals to 1 and x equals to negative 3 over 2. Definitely this one is not the value we want because my p is at the positive side. Then x is equals to 1, y is 4 minus 1, y is 3. Then I got my coordinate p is 1, 3. So after I got this is 1, 3, I can find the area of trapezium, right? Then I can find area of J. Okay, so if I want to find area of J, I will get the trapezium first. Half A plus B. So I need to find this coordinate as well. Y-intercept, this is 4 lah. Okay, this one should be 4. You make x equals to 0. So x plus y equals to 4. 0 plus y equals to 4. Y equals to 4 lah. So this is how I get the 4 coordinate. So, alright, this length here is 4, this length here is 3, and then here is 1. So, it's alright, it's 4 plus 3 multiply 1, trapezium. Okay, and then minus, I want to integrate the curve from 0 to 1. Alright, the curve for that one, which is 2x squared plus 1 dx. Alright, let's solve it here. This one is basically 7 over 2 minus, I will integrate this one. This one will give me 2x cubed over 3 plus x, 0, 1. So this one I will just do 2 over 3 plus 1. 0 no need to do lah. So this one should be 5 over 3. 7 over 2 minus 5 over 3. So I get 11 over 6 as my final answer. Or decimal is, or you can put decimal 1.33. Okay, so over here, I will always double confirm, see is this one equals to 5 over 3 or not. So I'll use this calculator, insert the equation I want, 2x squared plus 1. And then from 0 to 1. Then the calculator tell me it's 5 over 3. Then I know I doesn't make any carrot mistake here. Okay, so done. Then we go to the part B here. The volume in terms of pi when the shaded region, when the region K is passed by the curve and the straight line PQ and the x-axis and y-axis evolve 360 degrees on the about x-axis. So right now the K actually is covered by the y-axis PQ and the curve, and the x-axis basically is the K lah. So this K going to rotate 360 degrees on the y-axis. The y-axis, I mean on the x-axis. So this is what we will do here is just use the volume formula. See, on the x-axis, the volume formula is what? Pi integrate AB. This is y, this is dx, right? Y squared dx. Alright, this is the volume formula. So what we want to do here is we just apply the volume formula, then should be able to get the answer easily. So, but do we have y squared here? No, we don't have y squared. So we need to change a little bit here. So y equals to 2x plus 1. I square both sides. Okay? But here you must be very careful. Don't integrate when inside the bracket have power of x is more than 1. Like this one, x squared, you cannot integrate. Okay, please remember this. So you need to expand this bracket. So you must expand this bracket. So it will become 4x power of 4 plus 4x squared plus 1. Alright, you need to expand the bracket, then only you start to do the integration. Must expand. Alright, so now I can start to do it. So I will integrate from 0 to 1. And then this is 4x4 plus 4x squared plus 1 dx. Pi. Alright, this one over here, I will just do it. This is 4x5 over 5 plus 4x cubed over 3 plus x, 0, 1. Okay, I like about 0, 1 because 0, 1 I just need to focus at 1. Because anything minus 0 is just 0. So here I will just have 4 over 5 plus 4 over 3 plus 1. So 4 over 5 plus 4 over 3. 4 over 5 plus 4 over 3 plus 1. So I will have 47 over 15 pi. Alright, I always want to check is my equation, is my integration correct or wrong. Then we insert the equation here. 4x power of 4 plus 4x squared plus 1. From 0 to 1. Yeah, 47 over 15, which is correct here. Watch all the video and you can pass. Alright, so yeah, this is how you get to solve this kind of question. So when you do that time, you must be very careful. Like you need to know what you want. So, okay. 6 mark. Okay, last question for today. Permutation and combinations. Okay, find the number of ways to arrange each of the Saku and Saka if no repetition is allowed. Are the number of arrangement that form are the same? Explain. Definitely not the same. So this is Saku. 4 letters are not the same, just 4 factorial, which is 24. But for Saka, the A actually repeat. So this is 4 factorial. Since we have double A repeat, need to divide 2 factorial, which is 12. So in this case, I would say not the same because Saka has double A. Or you can use any Un's word you want to explain it. Okay. Next one. 2 boats are used to cross a river, which each boat only able to carry 7 passengers. There are 9 adults and 4 children passengers. So if the number of children are the same on both boats, so find the number of ways that this 13 passenger can be carried by 2 boats. Alright, this 2 mark is a lot harder than just 2 mark, right? So right now I have 2 boats here. Okay, so both boats must have the same children, so I will just put 2 children here and 2 children here. Because same number of children, right? You only have 4 children. So obviously you need to put 2 children for each. Alright, then you have 9 adults. Because each boat can only carry 7 people. You put 2 children already, you only left another 5 seats for adult. So maximum you can carry 5, but you definitely can carry less than 5 if you want to. So here, for 9 adult, right, I'm going to put the 5 here first. So I'm going to put the 5 adult here, and then have 4 more I'm going to put here. But is that the only way you can cross the river? No. This is method number 1. This is method number 2. Method number 2 still the same. I put the 2 children here. But the first time, I can put about 4 adults here and 5 adults after. It doesn't matter. Then the student might ask, sir, can I put 3 adults? No, because if you put 3 adults in the first boat, second boat you need to put 6 adults. But if you 6 adults with 2 children, it's already more than 7 passengers. Then there's no 3 adult option. Okay, you only have 5 or 4. So they are same cases, so later you multiply them lah. Okay, so if you understand about this logic, so how I choose the 9 adult here is 9C5. 9 adult, I choose 5. And how do I choose the 2 children here? 4 children, I choose 2. And then after that, I still have 4 adult. How? This 5 adult, I choose 5. I left 4 adult, right? Choose 4. These 2 children, 4 children, I choose 2. I still have 2 children, right? I choose the 2 for second boat. Alright, done for the first boat. Done for the first option. Alternative, I will do the similar. This is 9 adult, I'm going to choose 4. 4 children, I'm going to choose 2. And then after I choose already, I still have 5 adult, I will choose 5 for second boat. I still have 2 children, I will choose 2 for the second boat. Alright, then this is just 1, this is just 1, you can just ignore them. Because any number multiply 1, you will get back the same result. So you can just ignore them. So this one will give me 756. 9C4 times 4C2. This one also give me 756. Then I will plus together. Is 1512 is the total way for this 13 passenger to cross the river. Yeah, I hope you understand about this 2 mark question. I'm not sure why this one so easy they give 3 mark, but this one not to say hard, but more words to do, they just give 2 mark. But yeah, it is how it is. Then we still have the section B for next lesson. Alright. Non-stop for 1 hour 35 minutes is tiring. Is there anything you want to ask me before I end the live streaming today? I'm impressed we have about 160 students stay until the end. Alright, if there's no question, I'm going to see you guys again on next Thursday. For my masterclass student, I will see you guys tomorrow at 8 p.m. We'll discuss one more paper. Alright, so anyways, yeah, can I say happy new year already, like so many days after the new year. Just now is 2022 and all of your SPM is this year. Now you still have about 3 month time. Some students already give up, like think like AddMath is impossible, but like what I always say is don't give up too early, because like 3 months you can easily master about 4 to 5 chapter if you put enough hard works. So it's always have enough time for you to actually catch up. And I have a lot of video in my channel. You can check it out to help you to do a revision to understand certain topic. Even not only me, I believe a lot of good teacher actually post a lot of content on the YouTube. So check it out. Don't give yourself some excuse to give up too early. Alright, so anyways, all the best, and I'll see most of you next Thursday, my masterclass student tomorrow, and have a wonderful night. Bye bye.